老香啊，把我的面10全吃掉的呀！往哪儿跑？来啦！so strong。
这鸟在转动当中。我们花园里面看这个葡萄藤已经长得非常好了。
哇哦，不错呀！
桑果。在我们的花园里面就闻到一种清香的感觉。哇，你摘的什么啊？哇，可以边摘边吃哎。
对啊，这个是大的。
哦，找到一个大的。
丢了，要不要摘一点呢？
可以啊。哎呀，你都摘了都吃掉了，我们就没得吃了。
看我们的小白菜吧，好大了，有小白菜吧？
这是有机的桑果，不打任何的农药，可以摘了就可以放到嘴巴里吃了，真方便啊！
胡萝卜也快吃了，
看我们的胡萝卜。那天摘了好大一个胡萝卜啊！对，有葡萄了，我看看。
你看到葡萄壳吧？
哦，小葡萄真的有哎。
对啊，很多葡萄了。葡萄都有进，葡萄吃今年都有葡萄了。那个铜钱草是吧？
这是铜钱草，可以利尿祛湿。草莓。最让我惊喜的是这个香蕉，我记得1个月前还是很小的小 baby，
现在长大了。今年又会长香蕉。
2月份的时候，那时候就我们的6棵香蕉树冻死了，现在一下子长得比我们的这个栅栏还高了。这个树还不确定是什么树。David 说是牛油果，我说是枇杷树，所以现在还不知道是什么果，等它结果了就知道了。
我的辣椒长得好大呀
！Oh my gosh！ 哇，你看这个青椒，又长又大。
吹开繁花，醉了初夏的晴空。6年浅浅伴着清风。
Yeah.
That's my baby, that's my honey, that's my ragtime gal.
杨柳依依摇醒初夏的温柔，暖阳浅浅铺满乡间的巷口，卸下忙碌，放下城市的烦忧。闲看流云，静听下雨。
下雨，就是我们的大晴天在下很大的雨，看看。大晴天下的很大的雨，我们的花园儿这里下很大雨，在滴水了。这小鸟也在喝水。呀。
This is the back patio. A little screened-in porch, but we really don't need it because we don't experience much in the way of bugs. We do have plenty of geckos and chameleons and even a few black snakes to keep things under control. And it's really quite interesting. I think I'm going to start with a introduction to the trees that we have here. And right here is the first one. This is a sweet apple. Of course, I know apple's going to come off of that for several years. It's a beautiful tree, appropriate for this climate. And we'll have sweet yellow apples there in the future. And coming across here, this is an orange tree. Yeah. And then right here is the banana orchard. And right next to that is a loquat tree. Right there, it's loquat. And this one is papaya. And we lost our big papaya grove here during the freeze of last winter. And this is a new addition. This one shouldn't grow as tall as the other one. The other one had hundreds of papayas on it. We have so much papaya in the freezer, I can't tell you. Gotta eat papaya on everything. And we'll get to the vegetables and herbs and so forth later. This is a avocado tree. And these are the green avocados, the smaller ones you normally find in the grocery store. And down in there, if we can get right there, that there is from seed, and that is a mango, right? And then we'll show you another mango tree here. There we go. We'll get some fresh mangoes in a year or so. Doing really well. Oh, excuse me. This is my lemon tree. There's my lemon tree. Doing well. What a beautiful lemon tree that is. We had one lemon on that last year, and it was a huge one. The circumference was like a softball. So we're hoping to get some more, but again, damaged in the frost of last winter. This is a tangelo tree. So tangelos here, right? And then right over here, that's a tangerine. So tangerine, tangelo, lemon, and then orange down below there. So we'll come back over here to the mango. On our tangelo tree, and that right there is peach tree. Looking forward to having peaches, but we had peaches started, but they were all lost to the frost. So the February frost really did a number on my fruit trees. This tree is a star fruit, and is generally doing well. It's carambola star fruit. So that's the label. He's doing real well. Right here, there's pineapple right there, but they're not trees. Over here's boysenberry. Now, we had massive amounts of berries this spring. On that, we still have several. Let's have a look at some. Get in here and see some boysenberry. And they're ripening up just fine. And there were plenty enough for the birds and us too. So we have just a few coming along in there. Over here, this is a lychee, and there's one of my chameleons. Lychees. Oh, let's see if we can get a good picture of them. Those are lychees. these trees over here, you may not ever have heard of them. They have a nice little fruit that comes with them. And they're jamus. They got some growing to do. Really exotic. So we'll see how well that goes. And weed. Let me get the weeds out when we get a chance to see them in here. Excuse my dog. Hiccup. Alright. Why are we so blinded? It's just a squirrel. This here is a Barbados cherry. Here, this is another cherry. Let's see if we change the angle here. There, we get it clear up. Set the sun pointed on that. And looks like I've lost the label, which means I've lost the description of this tree. I'll forget. This is also a cherry. And this here, this little guy, he's also a cherry. Three cherry trees, the starfruit, the lychees, the jamus, the boysenberry, right? The tangerine, and let's see if we can tangelo, peach, so forth. Now come down garden this way, and we'll come in. We have just a great amount of raspberries, both black and red raspberries, and we've eaten off of these quite a bit, but we will get a lot more. And down in there we've got a Chinese melon, little tiny small sweet melons. That's what these are here. These are all melon in here. And this is a glass ball we got in Palm Beach. Beautiful, saw that. It's gorgeous on the stand. And then we also have beans in here. And we'll be eating beans and beans and beans and beans and beans. What I really like are my grapes. So mixed in with the raspberries are grapevines. And these grapevines are black and red. This side is black, the other side is red. I'll show you that. And they're specifically for the Florida climate. So I've got irrigation throughout. Everybody has the ability to be watered, but generally speaking, the afternoon rains do a great job of keeping everything moist and everybody fed. Right. Down here we've got bok choy, and I got marigolds spread throughout to help keep the bugs out, and they do a very good job spreading the marigolds out throughout, and so the scents keep the bugs away, and we're seeing that the leaves are not eaten away, which is outstanding. We do periodically get some snails, right? And my baby birds here just loving it, moving around in that slight breeze that we have. So you can see the bok choy, just beautiful. We have a lot of bok choy. Let's see if I can get out of this sunshine here. It's May the 13th in Davenport, Florida. And my trellis is filling out very nicely. We have carrots galore. Absolutely tons of carrots everywhere. So planted last season, and they're coming into fruition as we pull the little ones out and eat the little baby carrots, nice beautiful sweet baby carrots. It makes room for the carrots, and they're starting to get quite large. And down in here, these babies are an herb that comes from Mila's herbalist education there in a traditional Chinese medicine doctoral program. So we've got these planted in there, and I can assure you that they're quite delicious. And healthy. And they help you with the heat, and they also help with your urinary tract. So works out really good. So we have plenty of really healthy plants. You can see more some of our Florida love bugs, flying united. Oh, look at this. Let's see if we can get a good picture of that. There we go. Grapes. And some more grapes. And some more grapes. Right? And grapes and grapes. And grapes and grapes. We are going to have grapes this year. Of course, you see how this first season of grapes, these have been planted 2 years now. This is the first season for grapes. We've also got green beans and peas coming in. So they grow up with the grapes and the raspberries. So we will do well here. Look at that. And we've got melons growing up in the lemon tree. Well, I may have to do something with that, but they're beautiful flowers, and so I'm going to leave them there. We'll see how they do. Over here, these are sunflowers in the base of the tangerine tree. So these are all sunflowers, and they're going to look gorgeous. They'll probably get about 6 to 7 feet. They're plenty of good fertilizer. And here's carrots. And carrots. And carrots. And carrots. And more carrots. So looking deep into here, there's just massive carrots. So we do well. There's another weed that needs to come out. Over there. Good. And then we have Brussels sprouts coming along. We've got the cabbage and the Brussels sprouts coming through there. Like it says, this is a peach tree, and we didn't have any here's one of these Brussels sprouts. Have solar lights throughout, so anybody walking around in the garden or walking around in the backyard doesn't trip on my garden. Liability issues and that sort of thing. I've got raised gardens throughout to help keep the grass out. If you've known anything about Florida, you understand St. Augustine grass, which is used here. Plus it grows like a weed, and it's a great ground cover, and it fills everything up, but it does grow, and it'll get into your gardens, and pretty soon, if you don't have a raised garden, all you're doing is plucking grass out of your garden. So even as it sits right now, the natural seeds will be in the various different soils. So you gotta work at it, but you don't have to do it every day like you would. Right? More carrots coming back around. We do have some sweet potatoes around in here someplace. It's got spinach here. That's bok choy, but down there. And around here we've got some spinach growing. These are more of those sweet melons. Right in here is a specialty dragon fruit called egg bars. And this is kind of a intersection between red red and white. It's coming along with it had beautiful dragon fruit in this trellis here, which is actually an old table base. And this was somebody throwing this out, and I thought, hey, that looks really super for holding up our dragon fruit. So I think dragon fruit doing well with maybe another season or two. And more beans and melons and so forth. Over here, I forgot to talk about these. These are Jamaican sorrel, and the flowers make a wonderful tea. Just outstanding, delicious and refreshing tea. So these are all grown from seed. Coming up this year, and you can see some of the flowers right in here. Now, we had a gorgeous sorrel tree last season, and it was located over here where the Barbados cherry is, and it was lost entirely to the frost. And the thing is, the frost was so unusual. It was like 4 days in a row where temperatures didn't get above zero, and that was well out of our seasonal range, 9 base. We were right here, we're in a 9 plus, and the temperatures were, glacial to speak of. So no global warming here in Florida. Temperatures today are in the low 80s. Just a beautiful, beautiful summer day. And you can see there's still some more flowers coming up here. These were all grown from seed left over from the pasture. So that, and let's go down this way. Look at that beautiful flower right there. That is a sweet potato plant, and that's letting us know it's doing well. There's another one right here. Hopefully the carrots don't snuff them out, but that's sweet potato. Here. Looks like we got some radishes coming up. Okay. Let's get the sun to my back again. Around here. Those are celery. So we have celery all in here. And again, the marigolds. Right, and these are in the same bed as the avocado, right? And celery, and then beans, and some more bok choy. And bok choy over there. Alright, coming over here to my back, peas and green beans and melons and those round discs that I can't pronounce in Chinese, so they're coming along all right. Everything's doing real well mixed in here with the grapes. Now we do have strawberries. They got a little burnt yet this week because the city had turned off the recycled water, so we use recycled water for irrigation, and they told us that they don't have enough to feed all the systems, so we have to cut way back on our recycled water. So we have to use a hand sprayer right now if we water, but geez, the rains have started. That's spectacular. I always love these Florida rains. So you get a beautiful day, and then as the sun begins to go down, and the humidity begins to rise, the clouds form, and the rain comes, and it's like clockwork. So we have rosemary right in here. We've got some oregano, beautiful oregano. Oh gosh, it tastes so good. And there's another sunflower up there. These are pumpkins down there. We got pumpkins. And this is a sweet oregano, more of an Italian. And that's great. And if you like lemonade, you also like spearmint. You put the spearmint in the lemonade. And this is spearmint. And you take the leaves and just put it in your lemonade, and you've got that, or you just eat it raw, right out of the garden, right? There we go. That's lemon balm. Looks like they've got something eaten on them. Probably just the snails. We got some more oregano. This is a cilantro plant that's pretty well been picked clean, and we'll be getting seeds out of that, and we'll get those down in the ground. There's some air plant in here, and some more. And now you're looking into the bananas. All of these have grown from the ground this season. So it's May. So March, April, May. This basically is 3 months of banana growth. Now the thing about bananas is that they each tree will create a bunch, and they'll bunch about 18 months, and so it'll be next summer before we have bunches again. But we lost 3 bunches to the frost. I had 3 bunches on the trees that were here, because we lost all the trees. You can see the trees have been cut down. It's a good place to put my pots. And stick them upside down, and it's a great place for the geckos and so forth to live. And then this is all new growth. And I will tell you, it's about 10, getting to be 11 feet tall now. And this is the loquat. Loquat is a white meat, small fruit, center seed, and very tasty. And she's coming up. It was, 6 feet taller than the bananas a couple of months ago, and now she's buried by the bananas. But she's doing good. She's doing good. Over here, some more melons and some carrots. I got my trellis set up here so that we can get them growing up. And right down there is eggplant. Now we had 3 eggplant. We ate the crop just this week, and so we're looking to get additional eggplant. And then we have some more carrots. Now our strawberries, they dried out, but they got some rain, and they're going to be coming back. Now, we've eaten a lot of strawberries, so I'm not disappointed too much, but I don't want to lose the crop. We set them up on these poles because the rabbits would come in here and eat the carrots. I mean, eat the strawberry plants, and they eat them down to the nubs. So we dug them up and we put them in pots, and we've got them in several places here. Okay, so various different types of tomatoes. And we've been eating tomatoes pretty regularly out of the garden. These are all new plants this year. Yeah, really good looking tomatoes. And they'll generate a lot, and they'll go through several seasons because we won't lose them to the cold. They hold out pretty well. It's just that they do get woody. The plants get woody, and they stop generating as much tomatoes, so I got rid of the old plants this spring and put in new plants. All right, so here's some blackberries. Let's see, get a pretty picture of that. That's gorgeous. Over here, there's some blackberry, and down here has some more blackberries. So we get some blackberries, put them in with the planted with the tomatoes, and then here we go. You see that? That's a passion fruit. And this is second season we've had passion fruit, and we'll see how much we get, how many fruit we get this year. So they're growing up here onto the trellis, along with the black raspberries. Our raspberries doing amazing. That's all new growth. I've got this trellis set up for the passion fruit, so you could see the chain up here, and then around the chain, then I've got a net. So everything's working out good. Now I've got multiple types of peppers. This is a yellow banana pepper right there. There's some green bells. This is, I believe these are, well, they're definitely hot. They look like habaneros. I love habaneros. It only takes one to flavor up a whole dinner. So we have habaneros. And so let's look inside. Looks like we have harvested quite a few. We've got some green bells. We have yellow bells. Like I said, and then we've got this poblano ancho hot pepper. So no problem seasoning up the foods. So right there, there's habaneros. This one over here is the chubanella. Here we have that's the jalapenos, and that's a habanero over there in the back. So we have plenty of great peppers, sweet, hot, and spicy. Okay. Again, tomatoes. And come over here, pretty well picked over. Get the bird out of the way. We have onions, and so we're harvesting the tops and the roots. So we harvest the tops a bit at a time, and then as the roots ball up, we can harvest them for the onions. So it'll be pretty soon that we're going to have to replant those onions. Looks like we have somebody eating on my strawberry right there, but it's okay. I'll get stronger strawberries here soon. Yeah, I got flies eating on it. That's okay. So a 5-tiered strawberry planter. And then there's strawberries right there, and strawberries here. We have a resident bird food stealing squirrel who likes to come up here, and I let this go down to where he can't get at it. So I find out that if I don't fill up the bird feeder, the squirrel does not come and the birds get in, and that's for cardinals and robins and so forth. So it's the bird feeder. So I've got the little cardinal attracting unit right there, and a few parrots that I got in Thailand.